Yo, what's cracking, peeps? Your boy T-Money. Up in the motherfucking easy. Happy Tuesday evening. Just got a couple things I wanted to share with you guys because it's been so long since I've done an update. I've just been jonesing to do one, and I really don't have a lot to show you guys. But tomorrow will be a pretty big day, so I wanted to actually split this up so I'm not here for 25-30 minutes tomorrow. It'll be a quicker update because I will not have to show you guys this because I'm going to do this tonight. So you can probably set your clocks by that. What's the term? Set your watch by that? Set your clocks by that. Plan on something tomorrow. There'll be an update. Every time I say that, I think of Creepshow, the first episode where you can set your watch by Aunt Bedelia. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, tomorrow there'll be a big update, Diabolic DVD and stuff. But for tonight, I have 5 titles to show you guys. Just stuff that's been coming in over the last few days. So I'm going to start with this because I really don't know much about it. I've heard good things. This is the Target exclusive media pack type thing. You guys, this has been shown by a million different YouTubers, so I will spare you the demonstration. But yeah, I've heard really good things. I'm not a huge Queen fan. I mean, I don't really know much about Queen other than like the Mighty Ducks and We Are the Champions, and but I've heard Freddie Mercury is a pretty cool, wild, unique cat. So I don't know. Maybe this will be interesting to watch someday. So that's that. That's from Target. Cool. Oh yeah, you guys can like see everything. Fuck. All right. So next up we have, let's see, this movie, which I don't really know much about this, but it's a double feature and it's from Scream Team, and they put out some really cool, unique indie horror. So this is a new one from them. She Was So Pretty, and I'm assuming it's some sort of maybe study on like a serial killer or something like that. This fixation on a woman, or maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe it's about a woman who's tormented. I don't know. There's no synopsis on the back of this, and to be perfectly honest, I haven't read about it. I just like to support Scream Team releasing. So sorry about my lack of input on this one. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's funny. Lacey Lou. It says fucking awesome. There's a quote from Lacey Lou on the back of this. That's the first thing I noticed. It's pretty funny because I'm friends with her on YouTube, on Facebook and whatever. She's an affiliate of Moods, 22 Shots of Moods and Horror. So it was kind of cool to see her quote on the back of this. Fucking awesome. Amazing quote. But that's rad. That's cool. So anyways, if anybody's seen this one, let me know your thoughts. Let me know some more about it, because I'm just going to blind watch the shit out of it pretty soon. Again, I like a lot of the stuff that this company's put out, so it's got a lot of quotes. One of the best true indie horror films I've seen in years. Nothing that reveals anything about the film. This is what it would look like if Andy Warhol had directed a sleazy slasher film. Okay, so it's some sort of slasher film. That's good. This film is a thing of deranged beauty. So, a bunch of indie YouTubers and indie Facebookers and stuff like that. Quotes on the back of that. That's cool. So, alright. This one. I got this today. Overlord. I'm excited to check this out. It sounds pretty awesome. I remember seeing the trailers and stuff when it was around theater time. I didn't even realize I had pre-ordered the 4K edition of this, but whatever. That's cool. I have a 4K TV right in front of me, so I'll watch this probably on the weekend. This sounds fun to me, man. A team of American paratroopers who come face to face with Nazi super soldiers, unlike the world has ever seen. Sounds fucking rad to me. I love anything that has to do with like super Nazis, like that movie. What's it called? Something Frankenstein.
Army of Frankenstein.
Army of Frankenstein. No,
Devil's Rock.
No, it's Army of but Devil's Rock's one.
Frankenstein's Army.
Frankenstein's Army. Yeah, thank you. Frankenstein's Army, and then there's another one, Trench 11, and then there's that other one too. There's a bunch of cool like super zombie movies, whatever. Devil's Rock's another one, but there's another one too. Wow, I can't believe you know all those. That's cool. But anyways, this one got kind of mixed reviews. I remember when it was in theaters and I just wasn't going to go see it. Something about like maybe the overused CGI or something about the special makeup effects or lack thereof. I don't know, but I'm excited to check it out. So, Overlord. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I usually post my my UV codes if I don't sell them, so you can, there's maybe some incentive there. Go check me out at TDell. I don't even know my Instagram. 1986, I think. Alright, really stoked for this movie. I don't know, I was actually going to save this for last and I just fucked up and I showed it to you guys, but the long-awaited, rarely seen Screams of a Winter Night. I actually didn't even really know this movie existed, to be perfectly honest. Prior to Dark Force Entertainment, like, they had this new, like, it's an obnoxious advertising method where they just, like, bombard you with that stupid Banana Man shit on Facebook mostly. I don't think they're on Instagram. But just, like, I don't know. It's like this cheesy, it's perfect. I mean, it's totally par for the course for Bill and Code Red, but the guy from Dark Force is basically like using Bill's hospital stint as like a method of advertisement. I don't know, it's just crazy. But and all this like the motion to all this trouble that they've been getting in, and like it's like really trying to hype up. It's kind of weird, it's kind of strange. It does kind of keep you in suspense, I guess, of like their new releases and stuff. But if you're on Facebook, you know exactly what I'm talking about as far as Dark Force Entertainment and their advertising methods. But this movie, I'm so excited to own this. I mean, I'd never obviously seen it or heard of it. So 1979. It's weird. It's kind of like I watched like 3/4 of it and then I fell asleep last night, but I really liked what I saw. It's sort of an anthology film. It's about a group of like whatever, middle-aged teens, or they're not teens, but yeah, I guess maybe like 30-year-olds or some 30-somethings. They go camping, and they go to this, what is it? It's a remote cabin, but it's more like a freaking, much less much more it almost looks like an abandoned asylum or like a hospital or some big building rather than a cabin, from the outside at least. But also, I'm kind of getting mixed up with one of the stories, I think. But they go to a cabin in the woods. They gather around a campfire. Or not a campfire, but a wood stove fire that they build inside the cabin. And they tell stories. And they tell 3 stories. I've only seen 2. But I passed out, so I didn't see the end. And there's also a wraparound. But it's a perfect late 70s, early 80s camper slasher vibe. The first story is really good. I forget what it's called. Something, it's basically about this couple. They're in Lover's Lane in the woods. The car breaks down. The male goes to get help, to get gas. Woman stays at the car. Shit happens. It's a very, think urban legend. It's a familiar story. It's really good. It's really good. Really creepy. For what it is, and I love the cheesy like sound effects that they have in it, and it's just great. And it's funny too because the actors that are the campers telling the stories are also the main characters in the stories, and they kind of moderate or narrate the story as they're telling it, but then it switches to the actual like time and place of the stories that they're telling, and the actors, but a lot of them are the same. You'll notice that, which is fine. It's cool. The second story was pretty good too, actually. It was really good. These 3 guys are like, they stake out in this like abandoned asylum or whatever. The story is, the mystique is that nobody's ever made it to the 3rd floor of this like abandoned haunted asylum or hospital or whatever it is, I forget. And then they go up to the 3rd floor, you know, and they stick together, but then they lose each other. It's just really good. And then the climax, you know, of course, when they get to the top, it's awesome. It was really good. So I'm gonna finish watching this tonight. I had a lot of fun with it. It's exactly what I wanted. Screams of a Winter Night. The only thing is that it's not really winter in the movie. There's no snow that I noticed, so it's more like, I don't know, fall, late summer. But it's cold. You hear the wind and everything. But it would be cool if it was an actual snowy winter night, like that sort of setting. But still, it's got the woods. It's got the atmosphere down to a T. So I'm really stoked on this release for sure. Screams of Winter Night. grab this one, definitely. It's a long lost, pretty solid. It's kind of an anthology film, really. So it's 117 from Code Red. And last but not least, I actually was going to show you guys that one last because I think that was the coolest, but I got this German media book, or steelbook, of The Nun. Now, I learned something throughout the course of opening this release, and that is that German glue is much more sticky than the glue you find on American steelbooks. The stuff that holds the J cards on is really, 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 really sticky. And so at first I peeled it off and it was like residue on here, and I was smudging it and licking it and trying to do everything I could without scratching the actual case, metal, whatever. And I realized when I was finished, all I had to do was take this glue ball right here and dab it like that. And if you just dab it over, because it really does stain. Now I'm making it worse because this was like sitting on a little grease pot puddle on the table. But seriously though, if you just dab it like that, it'll come off. So if you guys are ever struggling, I have like vitamin E oil all over that table, so that was a bad move. But yeah, it was pissing me off, and it took me like 20 minutes to clean it off, get all the residual gunk off from the J card. So this movie's okay. You know, I picked up the standard American Blu-ray when it first came out. I don't think it's anything amazing. I do think some of the visuals in the film are creepy, of the nun and whatnot, but you don't get enough of that, and it's definitely overbearing or overdone with the CGI, and it's definitely just kind of like another film in the Conjuring universe, which I'm not that big of a fan of. I mean, I like the original Conjuring, the original Insidious, but after that it was just kind of overdone in my opinion. So this one I can't really say stands on its own as anything great, but it's okay. It's worth a watch, I'd say. But I wanted to grab the German steelbook for what it's worth. It's a nice release. I love the back too, the graves and stuff. So yeah, I got this on, I think, Amazon Germany. It took a long time to come, and it came today, and I was like, oh shit, I did order that, didn't I? Old. There's like blood on the word nun, and I keep thinking it's like glue, but it's not. But yeah, so cool. No booklet or anything, just a regular chintzy steelbook, so whatever. This is limited apparently, but if you look on it says limited steelbook edition. If you look on the back of the J card, there's like a million. You know how like if it's like 1 of 1,000 or 1 of 900, there's like the decimals of however many there are. In this case, it says number 10007, 3 zeros, 1000736,858. So what did they make, like 10 million of these? I don't even know. I have no idea. But there's a lot, I guess. So it's maybe not so limited, or maybe I'm just wrong, but it says best number right in the bottom corner. So, all right, I've rambled on for 13 minutes. Somehow I've made 5 movies last that long. All right, guys, thanks for watching this. Stay tuned for a video tomorrow night. I have a big Diabolic DVD haul to share with y'all. Diabolic DVD y'all to share with y'all. Haul to share with y'all. Have a good night. Talk to you later. Peace.